Well, hey everybody, Pastor Shaun here, and I just wanted to take a minute and say hi and just kind of give you a quick update on where some things are at right now and what our plan is as a church for the time being. As some of you know, I sat out this last Sunday from Sunday services, and at the time, all I really knew is I wasn't feeling well and I wasn't certain what was going on. And so I didn't want to spread that to anybody, especially not knowing what was happening. And so, first of all, just wanted to say thank you to all of our incredible leaders for stepping up and making services happen. We made that call at like 10 p.m. on Saturday night when we figured it was probably the wisest for me to sit out. And so a lot of decisions were made really, really quickly that day. And so then yesterday morning, I went and got a COVID test, and as expected, it came back positive. And so that's been kind of up and down, been feeling different things at different points in time. And my original thought was that Marta and the boys and I would just sit out for another service this Sunday and have Pastor Matt lead again. Well, it turns out he and Caitlin were not feeling great and went and got tested, and now they're positive with COVID as well. And so that puts us in an interesting dilemma right now. And I just wanted to say thank you so much to everybody who's been asking how we're doing and offering to help us out with certain things. I just have to say, we have the best church family there is. And we're so thankful for every one of you. And as for church services and activities, we already didn't have Crosspoint Kids set to happen this coming Wednesday. And but the youth group was going to have a costume party scheduled for tomorrow. That's going to be postponed. Pastor Matt is going to be sending out an email to all the parents this afternoon and let everybody know what's to be expected there. Well, what about Sunday services then? That's going to be the big question on everybody's mind right now. And so after our leadership team got talking about it this morning, we came to the conclusion this coming Sunday, our services are going to be online only. With the situation that we're in, we just thought that this was the wisest thing for us to do in this particular moment. We're going to take this a week at a time, though, for now. And so in this Sunday's online service, we're going to let everybody know what the plan will be for next week for all of our activities. If this whole thing runs its course with me in the time frame that they gave me, I'll be set to be out of my house next Monday. And so that praying that all goes according to plan there. Unfortunately, this also means that our child dedication services that were set for this Sunday are going to need to be postponed. And so everybody who has expressed interest in that has been notified. As for groups, the life groups that have already been meeting are going to keep going so long as everybody's healthy that are participating in those. The groups that have not started yet, what we're going to do is we're going to wait to get those going for at least another week, just to be able to get some of the final details set to get those going. We want to make sure that we can launch those well, and we don't have to launch them and then stop. And so we're going to hold off on everything that hasn't met yet as far as groups go. As for any other scheduled events, all we can do right now is take this thing a week at a time. We don't want to make any decisions, in a solid form that we're going to later wish that we had made a different decision on. And so stay tuned on all of our online platforms, all of our social media. We'll update all of those as necessary. But most of all, thank you so much, church, for your patience and for your encouragement. We know that the battle that we have is not a battle against flesh and blood, but against the powers and principalities at work in this dark world. And so remember, all of us as followers of Jesus, our job is to put on the full armor of God and go do the battle we've been prepared to do. And so just know that I love you all, praying for you all. Cannot wait to see you as soon as we can. And this coming Sunday online, we are going to be in week 2 of our series called The Real Enemy. And don't for a second think that the enemy isn't doing something in the midst of all that's going on right now. But we know that the battle already belongs to the Lord, right? And so let's take charge with that, knowing that the victory already belongs to Jesus. Our job as followers of him is to proclaim that. Love you all. Have a great Tuesday afternoon.